everyone, today is Thursday, April 16th, and we're back for morning motivation. We have a lot of exciting things on deck for today. We have a second grader, just like I asked for, who's going to lead the Brook Creed. We have a video of someone holding a plank for definitely longer than I can hold a plank. It was very impressive. And we have a new goal for today that I think you guys are all going to enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started with our Brook Creed. Today we have Destiny from UMass who's going to lead the Brook Creed. And I want you to notice as she's leading it, there is a pretty cool flag behind her. And first and second graders, we worked hard last year to memorize all the flags in the cafeteria. This is one of those flags. See if you can remember what flag that is when she's saying the Brook Creed. And remember to say it with her. Let's do it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Destiny. I'm going to do the Brook Creed today. I'm a Brook Scholar. I have the power to determine who I am, who I will become, and what I do in life. I will stay focused on achieving excellence. I will make smart choices because I respect myself, my teammates, and my community. Today is a step on my back for success.
Destiny, awesome job. Thank you so much for leading the Brook Creed for us this morning. That definitely started my day off with a huge smile on my face. So thank you for that. Did anyone notice what flag was behind Destiny? Maybe you remember from last year. Say it out loud if you noticed what that flag was. Good. Yeah, that's the Puerto Rican flag. A lot of you guys hopefully remember that from last year. And I know that that flag is special to a lot of your families. So that was so cool that Destiny did it in front of the Puerto Rican flag. Now I have someone lined up to do Brook Creed for tomorrow. And you know what? That will actually be on Monday because tomorrow we have Dance Party Friday. So I have someone for Monday after April vacation, but I'm definitely looking for more people. So kindergartners, first graders, second graders, any grade, send me a video of you doing the Brook Creed. Let's get started with shout outs this morning. Our first shout out comes from Miss Vargas, and it's for Nahom, who has been completing his work every single day. And when Miss Vargas sends Nahom's work back to him on Seesaw with some feedback or some things that he needs to fix, Nahom always takes the time to read that feedback and to make those changes. Nahom, that shows that you're really, really committed to fixing your mistakes, to learning from those mistakes, and to growing your brain every single day. Keep up the great work, Nahom. Miss Vargas and I both think you rock, which it says on the screen. Miss Rely has a shout out for Janella. In her conference recently, Janella was so excited to read her writing to Miss Rely. Miss Rely could tell how hard Janella had worked on her writing, and Miss Rely was saying how she can't wait to read the full story once it's all done. You can see on the computer screen here that Janella, it looks like, planned her character and maybe planned what the problem was going to be or what the solution was going to be. So we'll have to look forward to her story that has a really clear beginning, middle, and end. Janella, awesome writing. And we forgot to give 2 claps for Nahom. So let's give 2 claps for Nahom and 2 claps for Janella. Sorry about that, Nahom. Next up, we have a shout out for Mark that comes from Mr. Skyer. During his last conference, Mark read part of a Magic Treehouse book to Mr. Skyer. Raise your hand if you love the Magic Treehouse books. I definitely do. Those are some of my favorites. Mark read the story fluently. He listened to Mr. Skyer's feedback and started using that feedback right away. And you could tell from this picture that Mark had a smile on his face the entire time. Mr. Skyer can't wait to keep reading with Mark. Mark, that shows an awesome love for learning and that you're really practicing your reading every single day when you're at home. Let's give 2 claps for Mark. Our next shout out comes from Miss Dixon, and it is for a bunch of different second grade mathematicians. So this week in her math lessons, Miss Dixon has been looking for students who have neat and organized math work when they are showing strategies to solve their problems. And there are a bunch of kids from all 4 classes that have been doing exactly that. So from Cornell, let's give 2 claps for Kadeem and 2 claps for Sophie. From UMass, let's give 2 claps for our Brook Creed leader, Destiny, and 2 claps for Ethan, and 2 claps for Jasmine. From Eastern, let's give 2 claps for Brian, 2 claps for Jeremy, and 2 claps for Mila. And from BC, let's give 2 claps for Ian, 2 claps for Nicholas, and 2 claps for Sarah. Keep up that awesome work, all of you mathematicians. That is going to help to grow your brain so much and help you to understand every single question that you work on in math. Next up, we have something that I have been so impressed by. I have shown this to Mr. Scott already. I've shown this to Mr. Gilbert. I showed this with someone who I live with. This is so impressive. Jeremy worked on holding a plank. This is Jeremy from Eastern, if you can't tell. He worked on holding a plank, and he was able to hold it for 1 minute and 2 seconds. That is so hard. When I try to hold a plank for a long time, I can feel my muscles get tired, especially in my stomach. That's called your core. My core will get really tired and my body starts to shake a little bit. But you see that Jeremy is having trouble, and we're going to watch this video, but he sticks with it. And you can hear it in his voice as he's counting the seconds that it's tough for him. This is not an easy task, but he set a goal for himself and he wanted to stick with it. Let's check it out as Jeremy holds this plank for 1 minute and 2 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 1 minute 1, 1 minute 2.
Ooh, let's give Jeremy a huge round of applause. Jeremy, that was so impressive. The thing that I loved about that is that you could tell it wasn't easy for him because planks are really, really hard, but he stuck with it and he pushed himself. And that meant that his body definitely got stronger during that, but also his mind and his strength, that got stronger too because he stuck with something when it was really hard. So Jeremy, awesome job. I'm very proud of you. I'm going to try to hold a plank later today and see if I can last as long as you did, because that is pretty cool. Next up, our goal for today is going to be, we have one more person who achieved a goal. I'm all over the place today. Sorry, guys. We have one person who achieved the teamwork goal that we set yesterday, which was to check in on someone who doesn't live with you. And remember, we said you can't really check in on people in person right now, but you can send them a text message or an email, or you can write them a letter and send it in the mail, or you can give them a call on the phone. And Gianna from BC does a great job of this all the time. She always checks in on Mackenzie, who is Miss Dixon's daughter. Raise your hand if you've ever seen Mackenzie before. She's just the cutest thing ever. So Gianna always checks in on Kenzie. And yesterday she reached out to Miss Dixon and she asked how Kenzie was doing. And she wanted to make sure that Miss Dixon told Kenzie that she said hi and to give her a hug because she couldn't be there in person. Gianna, that is just such a nice way to show that you care about someone. And that's someone who's not even in your family, but you have decided, I care about this person and I want to make sure they're doing well. And then you're communicating with them to share that with them. So that is so awesome. And that shows great leadership. Let's give 2 claps for Gianna. All right, now our goal for today is going to be a caring goal. And so far we've done caring goals that are caring about other people. And that's really important. That's something that you should do for your entire life. But it's also important that you are making choices to show that you care about yourself. That's something called self-care, which is really important. Today, you are going to make a choice to show that you care about yourself by doing one activity that's really fun for you. Because when you do activities that are fun, it might make you smile, it might make you laugh, and it's going to make you enjoy your day even more. So right now I want you to think about what's something that is really fun for you. Maybe the thing that you love the absolute most. Okay, Hopefully you have something in your head. If you don't, I'm going to share some ideas. So one thing that's really fun for me that I enjoy a lot, that a lot of you guys already know, I really, really enjoy running. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I like doing it because I get to get outside and I get to enjoy the weather if it's really nice. I also like it because I get some time by myself where I can just kind of be by myself, work on a goal, listen to some music. And I like it because it makes my body feel really good and really strong once I'm done. So that's one thing that I'm going to do for myself today to show myself that I care about me and that I want to take care of me. But maybe running isn't something that's really exciting for you. Maybe you want to do something different. Here are some other ideas that I came up with. Maybe you love drawing or coloring, and so that could be an activity that you do today. Or playing a game. You could go outside to play as long as you're in a place where your parents or whoever you're home with says that it's okay, because remember, we need to keep distance from other people. Or maybe you could ask a family member if you can go for a walk with them and keep distance from people, but that could be something that you really enjoy doing. Maybe you could find a book that's awesome, like Ethan reading and laughing along with that book that we saw yesterday in Morning Motivation. Or maybe you can get really cozy under a blanket, get some popcorn, and watch a movie. Think about one activity that's going to be really fun for you to do today. That's going to show that you care about yourself and that you choose things that you enjoy doing. Okay, lock that in your brain. Now, if you do that later today, tell me about it so that we can celebrate you taking care of yourself and making sure that you're making choices that you really enjoy doing during this time at home. Okay, let's hear our core value song for today. Drum roll, please. Let's see what it is. Now, as I spin the wheel, I'm going to tell you guys, still don't have anyone who has signed up to lead a song for me yet. So if you want to lead a song, please make sure to get someone to videotape you doing the song now and send it to me so you can be a leader. Okay. Self-determination. It was right between self-determination and teamwork, but it landed on self-determination today. Let's do it, everybody.
Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. I put my best to the test, nothing's gonna get in my way. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard and get the most out of today. Today I've got a plan to do all I can. I've got a need to succeed. I won't give up on a problem, and I believe that I'll achieve. I'll rise to every challenge because my goals are set. And I worked really hard just yesterday, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. I put my best to the test. Hello? Nothing's gonna get in my way. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard and get the most out of today. Look out, here's a recommendation coming to you from me. You have to answer every question to the best of your ability. Slow down, double check your work now. Make them say, wow, I can't believe you did that. And tomorrow take a bow for what you did now. Hard work is where it's at. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. I put my best to the test, nothing's gonna get in my way. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard and get the most out of today. I'll be loud and proud, stand up from the crowd. I'll share my opinions and show my work. No hesitation, I'm using self-determination. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard today. I put my best to the test, nothing's gonna get in my way. Aw, hey, hey, I wanna work hard and get the most out of today.
All right, everyone, have a great Thursday. That is it for today. Remember to choose one activity that you really love doing and spend some time doing that activity today to show that you care about yourself and that you want to take care of yourself as well as other people during this time at home. Okay, I miss you all. I love you all, and I will see you on Friday. Bye, everybody.